everybody, it's Allison from Station Public Library. We're going to go over another database today. This one is called Biography Reference Bank. So let's get into it. So again, services and resources. I'm going to click on that. You can scroll down or you can click B. If you are doing this from home, if you're doing this kind of research from home, you'll click on the home button. If you are in the library, you will click on the library button. If you click on that home button, it is going to ask you for your library card and your password, and it'll take you right to here. So this looks kind of similar to a lot of other databases that you use. EBSCO is a very big database that holds a lot of different sub-databases in it. So this one is an in-depth profile. This database shows in-depth profiles from current biographies and world authors. So you can find a lot of different things about different people on here. So let's think of somebody that we want to learn more about. So let's look at Thomas Jefferson. Now your first one is usually going to be just a simple little biography. I'm going to click on that. Just going to give you some basic information. That's what most of the first search item will be on this database. So it just tells us when he was born and where, when he died, his occupation. And then all of these are just related documents that you can find about Thomas Jefferson. I'm going to head back. So over here we can refine our results. We can limit it to names with biographies, names with images, and if we do more, we can even refine this even further. So if you want to use all of those search terms, if you want to use a specific phrase that you're looking for, if you want to look for a specific biography with a specific occupation, or maybe the day they died or the day they were born, their gender, their place of origin, you can refine that all by clicking on that and just keying in what you need. We also have different source types. And again, if you click on show more, you can click on what you want. So if you want to click on things that were just obituaries that you're looking for, or if it's obituaries, books, and magazines, you can click on those and then click on update and it will find those different source types that you need. So I'm going to click on books. I want to find some books, things about Thomas Jefferson. And like a lot of other databases that there are tutorials for, I know ones that I've done, it has this little magnifying glass over here that you can hover over and get more information of. You can see that abstract so you can know exactly what the book is going to be about. So that way you're not clicking into every single one and scrolling through. It'll take up a lot more time than maybe you want to find what you need. Again, here we go. Here's our abstract. It also gives you the subject that you're looking for, the date, maybe you're looking for something specific, and that you can do all up in your search, in your advanced search, if you know exactly what you're looking for. So I'm going to click on one of these just to show you what it'll look like. So we've got our book. We have all the tools over here, so if you want to save this to your Google Drive, you can do that. So I would ask you to just sign in with your Google account, whatever you're using. You can add it to your folder, and you have the folders up here. So it'll make you sign in to EBSCO if you don't have an account. It's just your email address and a password. You can print that out if you're connected to a printer. Email this to yourself. You can save it. Again, it'll just ask you to log in when you want to save. Citations, which is a very important one for people who are doing projects or doing research for high school, college. You can export this. You can also create a note, or you can bookmark, annotate. You can create your own notes on this, and that'll be saved to your folder for EBSCO, or a permalink, which will just have a link pop up, so that way you can copy and paste this. You can save that link, and it'll bring you back here. It also has this really cool feature. You can find some similar books. So if this was a book that you liked and you were looking for, you can find some similar ones. When you click on it, it also takes you to a place where you can get it, where you can buy it. So if you were looking for a book to buy, you can click on it, it'll take you to wherever you can to buy it. Now, unlike other databases, it is not going to give you a full text of things. So as you can see, there is no full PDF, HTML text for books. This is really more for just doing a little bit of that research to figure out what you can find, what's going to be the best resource, and then you take the next step in finding it. So you could also search in your local library to see if it is available somewhere. So let's go back. So I'm going to click back to all results. So now that I'm back to all results, let's say I want to go somewhere else. I want to look at magazines. So just click on magazines. And now with these, you will see the HTML and the full PDF text. So again, we can hover over, see the subjects, look at the abstract. Sometimes I think we tend to look over subjects because we think, well, of course this is going to be about Thomas Jefferson, but it may not be. He may not be the sole focal point of an article, of a journal, magazine. So it's always good to look at your subject. So if you wanted something strictly on his life, you may not get that here because you see industrialization, wood industry, Britain. You may not want all of that information. You may just want something about Thomas Jefferson. So it's important to look at the subjects as well. And just like with the biography page, we have all the same tools over here. But because we have something we can actually read, you can also listen, so you can have this read to you, or if your first language is not English, you can also translate this page. And you can choose the language that you want, and you can choose whatever language you need to. You can also change the voice that you're hearing. And if there's any images, we have all of the images right here, so you can actually. There's also some images that you can view on this article as well, and they'll be over here or down here. This top part is always going to be just a basic overview of what you're about to get into. So if you need to know who your author is, your source is basically, what is it? Is it a book? Is it a magazine? Is it an academic journal? Your source type is, what material is it in? Your physical description, subjects, abstracts. So the same thing that you see when you do that hover over on that search page is what you're going to see here. And then we have everything we need right down here. So this database is really good for helping you find either biographies or some maybe more in-depth research on a particular person or topic. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you got to learn a lot from this and you can use this in the future.